as I said I would last night, I drafted this article called Branded Anons What Now about Russell Brand and the scandal going on about him. And I only decided to do this because I have a connection to this case via the literary agency Tavistock Wood and my erstwhile former friend Jethro Thompson, who worked at Tavistock Wood, now works at Curtis Brown, a different literary agents, but as part of the same sort of media conglomerate in London. And I don't know, maybe they just shuffled him around like they do in the Catholic Church. I'm sorry, I had to say that. Yeah. Yeah, they just shuffled him like off to a different alcove of the whole thing, or a different antechamber of the whole kind of throbbing system of literary agents that is going on in like this place. So yeah, this wacky town, London, and yeah. So like these accusations came into Tavistock Wood in 2020. I bet my bollocks to a barn dance that the first point of contact for those accusations at Tavistock Wood at the time, because he would have been at Tavistock Wood at the time in 2020. Yes, he would have been. They were coming to Tavistock Wood then, and he was stalling for time because he didn't get back to the accuser. Instead, like Russell Brand's lawyer eventually got back in contact with her to do what, I don't know, arrange some sort of settlement. But it could be that Jethro was sort of playing headless chicken in the middle of it all, but while also being Iago and having set everything up behind the scenes. So he hints to manoeuvres the settlement money coming from Tavistock Wood, because over this period of time between 2018, the beginning of Jethro's tenure at Tavistock Wood, to 2022, the company loses £3 million. Like £3 million disappear out of the coffers of Tavistock Wood, and the trajectory of Tavistock, and I've gone through all their accounts now since the beginning of the company, that it's very much a bell curve. It's like a long, steady, prosperous rise to greatness, isn't it? As a literary agency, to prestige, getting a very prestigious client list, and then the decline and fall, and the loss of £3 million. I think, is it defunct now? Is it still going? Because the last company accounts recorded £25,000 in their bank account, whereas at their height they had £3 million in the bank account. I mean, what the fuck? That's not very good now, is it? During Jethro's tenure, £3 million of losses. Huge amounts of legal action, is it? I suspect it could very well be this Russell Brand case alone, causing all that. And it's been legally kind of dealt with under a network of non-disclosure agreements. And it's been dealt with already many years in the past from now. But as like one final kind of hammer blow, the story has now found its way into the media, as it inevitably would. And non-disclosure has clearly been breached by somebody at some point. Which begs the question, obviously, what does Jethro Thompson know about this case? Because to know nothing about it at all is to ask me to believe something that is impossible. It's not possible to believe he knows nothing about it. I must rattle his cage. You must do a podcast with me about this.